Hi, my name is Evan, and I drive number 46 in the Access Karting Championship called GX UK Juniors. This is my second season, and you'll be following along for the ride with me. I hope to do well this season, better than I did last year, but we'll have to see how it goes. So let's get into Heat 1. So here we go, Heat 1, starting P17 for this one. We're going to turn 1 into turn 2, looking for a move. Don't look like we can really get anything out of it, necessarily. But yeah, look for a move on the outside of Cat 22. Don't think that's going to work, so we don't do it. And there's a big crash ahead of us. We try to avoid. Look at a move on Cat 19 here of Charlie. Doesn't look like we can do that. And we just follow him through past Cat 34. And we're still alongside with him. He still has the position on us, but around the outside of this corner we get the move. Charlie over there on the inside of Cat 16. And this upcoming move is actually my favourite move of the entire weekend. We go right, he goes right, I go left, back on the inside, and through we go. And that is lap 1. My first ever lap of the video, kind of, I guess. But then, 1 or 2 laps later, we catch up to this pack, and we go on down the outside of Charlie here, get to the position, I think, yeah, there we go, get the position, and we look ahead to see if we can find another one, because we are on the hunt. So later this lap, we're actually right on the back of them. I know I was silent for a while, but it doesn't matter. So we're just looking for a move coming into the first corner here, and it doesn't look like we can manage anything there. So we get a good run here, look to the outside like we did on the first lap. Again, nothing can come of it. And then we go to the inside. We've got Charlie on the inside, so we get squeak big contact there, spinning him around. I'm sorry, but that is your race over, my friend. He obviously recovered from that, I guess, but fortunately he spins round, and that is a big crash for him. But we keep going, as we have to overtake Car 81 now, next on our checklist. We go look for a move down the inside. We do get it, but then he switches back, does a little switcheroo move, switch back, yeah, on us. And he keeps the position, and then here on the main straight, we look around the outside, we get a big strip stream, and we try switch back him in like a switchback move way. And it works. And now we are going through to the 8th position, I believe. Yep. And yeah. So we actually catch up to the back of these dudes, but the problem is, it's a yellow flag. And this yellow flag ended up ending the race, which is unfortunate because this would have been a really good race to finish off, but yeah. So yeah, for this one we finished 8th then. I'm pretty happy with that result. Fun fact, that is actually my best result to date. Because last season my best result was only 10th. So far this is my best result. So far. That's the key word there, so far. And there's a bit of contact going to the pits there. I wanted to include that because I don't know what happened, but I guess it just breaks a bit later. But yeah, again, I finished 8th in that one. And then for Heat 2, I am starting P7. So here we go for Heat 2. again, starting 7th. I'm going to see how we can manage this one around, see how we can do. So starting 7th here, got car 95 ahead of us. So let's go, heat 2. So not the my row didn't get the best of starts here, so we're locked to the inside now. And we're just trying to find a move, get into turn 1, lap 1 move, and we actually get it. But we go a little bit, make a little bit of contact there, so we don't get that move. I don't think I really meant to go for that move anyways, but yeah. That was 1 position up. Then the next lap I catch back up to them. Speaking of people here, this car in front of me, number 50, is AJ Karting, another content creator. So I make contact with Tyler there, and car 95 actually pushes me off. So a bit of contact, not very good at all. So yeah, AJ Karting, as I was saying, this is he does YouTube like what I'm starting to be doing. So yeah, go check him out to see me last season, because last season I was in his videos. Yeah, again, I don't know if I said this originally, but I drive 46. But yeah, he does some good talent stuff, so yeah. But yes, speaking of him, we are just trying to look for a move here. And looks like he's looking for a move. Can't get it done. We decided to hang back, see if we can get something ourselves, but it doesn't look like anything could happen there. So yeah. And then next lap or so, we got Jake on the outside, gets overtaken by everyone. I actually get past him. There's a little bit of contact there. Go for this curve a bit too much, and unfortunately he gets past again. So I'll have to try and get that position another day. So yeah, because he managed to keep the position. And then on to the next lap now. He wants to work together. I give him a nudge, and then I go on the inside here, and I get the move going into Christmas corner up to 5th position. And then this here is my one of my favourite moves until that happened. That was almost like the move that I did on car 16. However, there was contact afterwards going into the final corner, and it spun me around, which is really unfortunate because that would have put me into a really good position. And then I look for a move on this number 20 there, but can't do it. Don't go for it because I thought it might cause a crash. Don't want that to happen, so I leave it. Then the next lap, we're going up to Christmas corner here again, just trying to follow him through, and we get a really good run here. We decide to hang back for now. We brake, and he looked a bit wide, and goes quite a nice little boost of speed, and we've actually caught up to the catch ahead. He goes for a really risky dive bomb, credit to him, because that is a great move. However, it slows both of them down, allowing me to get through. And then later that lap, there's contact with the car, including Jake, the car 95, and one of the Potts twins. You should actually go check them out. They're also great content. As Jake there just loses a wheel. That is a big crash for him, but we keep going. But yeah, as I was saying as well though, these people ahead of me, Twin Karting RM, go check them out, they do videos as well. But yeah, Jake there, his wheel fell off. Big crash, big shunt. So yeah, and then this is the final lap actually here. Tyler and Cat 95 are going at it for a move. He does what I did to him earlier, but without a crash. Cat 95 is there, and I'm looking for a move on him, but nothing unfortunately can come of it. And we finished 6th actually, because the 2 cars ahead of me, I believe, actually got penalties. So yeah. But on to heat 3 we go now. This one's going to be a quick one because not much happened in this one. But this was a really good result for me. So yeah. So I think I started 5th or 6th for this one. Not sure. But yeah, here we go. Lights are green and we are racing. We started off 6th here, as you can see there, and we get a really good start. Everyone on our row gets a good start. As we fight Car 77 going into Christmas Corner, we get 3rd, but then he goes on the inside of us, claiming 3rd. We drop down to 4th. We're going to have to try and get that move another time. And speaking of another time, it isn't this time here. Down the inside we go, getting us back into 3rd, and that allows us to make up a position. Now we are close to the top 3, and with Ollie here, Ollie in Kart 71, I actually made a deal with him and the person at the front that we'd push our line for like the entire race, because it would get each of us a really good position for the final, because there's 2 finals, because there's so many people. There's 2 finals, an A final and a B final. A final's the best, and you want to win the A final to win the weekend. That's kind of the goal. But around this time here, kart behind us, you can't really see, is kart 3 of Jack Griggs. He's catching up, and we're just trying to get away from him, but thankfully he doesn't catch up to us at all, so that's good news for us. But that's about the end of that one. Nothing happened. We were both really happy about our finish. That's our best finish in GX so far. Yeah, we were both really happy, me and Ollie, but yeah. On to the final now. This is the race that matters. This is the A final. The B final's already happened. This is the A final. And we are starting P5. We got AJ karting ahead. And we are on the outside. We get a position here, up into 4th. And we're just pushing this line up to Christmas Corner so we get the best out of it. However, those 2 get ahead of Angus Langley there in the number M. No, that sounds weird because it's a letter, but yeah. Angus looks for a move on AJ karting, but it doesn't actually work out for him because there's a yellow flag there. If you're wondering as well, the M plate stands for him winning a trophy, and he won the trophy called the Macy Cup, so yeah. Speaking of trophies, he's looking for a trophy. I want a trophy. Everyone wants a trophy. As Jack Griggs, who definitely wants a trophy, going on a move for a move on me, and I am just trying to find the position here really, because I've just lost 2 positions, and I gained 2 positions back actually in one straight. So that gets me back up to 3rd. That's good for me. That is good stuff. Very good stuff. And then the next lap, I actually work out for me very well, because then AJ karting in car 50 goes through. That makes me actually not even gain a position for that, which isn't actually helpful at all, because now I have a pit contact and it was all for nothing, I guess. So here we go into the final corner. I'm actually making a mistake there, and that is very much on my behalf. Make a mistake, and then the next lap, once again in the same position, and go for a move down the side of AJ karting. It does work. Unlike last time, it didn't work. But this time it does work without any consequence. It's in here, just pushing Ollie. He's trying to get split away from the pack. and then try and kind of play counter battle. That doesn't end up going to plan. And thinking of someone inside there, but speaking of people on the inside, here comes Angus on the next lap. Last time we saw him, we had contact with him, and that didn't really help us out at all, and he isn't helping us here when we go over this big curve here, and that is kind of a downhill point. That's where we peak, kind of, I guess you could say. Because then we get overtaken by car 78 because we brake a little bit late there, which is not good. Again, some not good stuff going on. And yeah, here's Ollie dropping it back a little bit. Dropping back a little bit there. I give him a push just to try get us to back up to the front. But yeah, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe I have to look inside there. I don't know what I want. So now going into turn 1, turn 2, getting a slipstream off Ollie. Can we get around? Ollie's actually got a better slipstream than me, and thus Charlie goes through on us. And maybe have someone inside there. Yeah, I do have someone inside there. That's Sam. Sam rides off into the distance there. Sam goes for an overtake on Charlie, and that gets him up a place. But Charlie goes for a move back, and that actually slows me down quite a lot because now I'm going for a move on the outside, and that actually gets me up a position as I actually go for a position on Sam as well. This is also the point, like the place where I had that crash with Tyler. But unlike that crash, I didn't just spin Sam out. Later on, now, I can't follow you until that's later. I'll go for a dive bomb on Ollie here. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it as he keeps the position. Good defending from him. As another car, it's Charlie, in car 19, goes through on us, and we are just trying to catch back up to him. But that's not going to happen if people keep overtaking, because here's car 37 struggling down because he gets through, and I think we get hit there, and that makes us fall back quite a bit. So we have to work extra hard to catch up, and we do just that. Because this is the final lap now, and we're overtaking Ollie here. Yeah, the move actually. Here's cat 37 and 19 hiding. Charlie went a little bit off track. Here's Leonardo, LP Racing, by the way. He that's his channel. As here we go, finding corners. That happened. You can see that there. I went wide. Jack Griggs goes through. And you're probably wondering what happened there. Well, I finished 8th. More than in a minute. I finished 8th for that. But let's just talk about what happened now. So this is karting live here. This is that is some like live stream that was filmed during Whilton, and you can see there that there's a green blob of blur right there. That's Ollie's car on top of a blue blob of blur. That's my car. He went over the top of the back of my car, spun 360 into the wall, something like that. It was a really bad crash, and it red flagged the race because it was blocking the pit lane, so we couldn't really go in. No races were on for a while after that, and the ambulances were out. Another thing, interesting fact about this crash, was when I was driving, I could see his tyre from inside my helmet. It's the biggest crash of probably both of our racing careers so far. But without further ado, that will do it for Whilton Mill round 1, and I will see every one of you hopefully at Clay Pigeon.